right, Louie, next play.
Good morning, Gerard.
Or to withhold from the press, from the public, facts they deserve to know. But we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy.
Turn that music off.
Turn it up.
Off. We've been live for 5 minutes, man.
Well, I know. We're building our crowd.
Okay. Is that
You were about ready to lose your crowd if you kept it on much longer.
Come on, guys.
They were coming and going.
It's choppy
It's an
there.
acquired taste, guys. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Eventually, you'll acquire
It'd be fine, but it's all choppy.
Yeah, if I could hear it, it would be fine.
Right.
Yeah, it comes in and out.
I don't know why that does that. It's got. I don't know. It's the computer. I got a cheap damn computer. So
That's possible. Good morning, everybody. Doug,
Good morning,
Gerard,
guys.
Daniel.
Morning.
Good morning. Let me get turned into my. Are we
going
going to do the thirds this morning? I got to get myself lined up properly in my square here.
Well, we're doing that. I got to get lined up also.
Oh wait. Well, no. Well, hold on. Let me change it. I was just.
Okay.
Let's do this. Do this and see what this one does. How's that?
Well, that's fine. That's the way I'm usually sitting there.
All right. Tony looks taller today. He's standing on some $100 bills.
Is that right?
Holy shit, did I take a beating yesterday.
Oh, damn. You must have been the only
followed us
one.
yesterday.
Yeah, no. Dude, I won all 4 games
You
yesterday.
guys saved me from getting swept the other way at your Oregon State. That was a beautiful cash, guys. That was awesome. Needed that one.
Yeah, that went well. That went as expected, basically. I mean, I thought maybe Loyola would make a few more shots, but other than that, it went about the way kind of low scoring, grinding. Neither team wanting to run. They kind of walked it up and down the court all game, and that's what you get. You get a game like that. Pretty much the only game that wasn't walked at a snail pace yesterday was that Oral Roberts, Arkansas, and they just ran it in periodic spurts. You know, they would get a few minute spurts where they would just run and gun, but for the most part, it was pretty settled. And that was probably the most entertaining game of the day as Oral Roberts, with 3.1 seconds remaining down 2, got about the cleanest look at a 3-point shot you're ever going to get from underneath your own basket. I mean, they got the inbounds pass to their best player, running away from their hoop, which is what you want with that little bit of time. You want the momentum carrying you forward. And the dude literally got set, got straight up and down, and got a clean look at it, and it just bounced off the back rim. So I'm sure there's plenty of people he was excited. That was probably one of the most exciting finishes of the tournament so far, kind of the way that play set up. And even my wife was pulling for Oral Roberts, so she was a little sad when that shot didn't go in.
No, they did. That was a great game, and obviously me and Tony both had on for other reasons. That just a great story, and I was really hoping that shot would go in. They played so well the whole game that they were up. They stuck right with them, and it was just a great game. They
Arkansas, I'm going to give their coach a lot of credit. If you look at the second half stats, I think Arkansas was 0 of 1 from 3-point range in the second half. They basically stopped shooting 3-point shots and took advantage of what they had, and they kept – while Oral Roberts at number 3, their best shooter, leading scorer in the nation, was great offensively, made some great shots, he was a liability. They kept taking him underneath the basket in the second half on defense, and the winning shot for Arkansas basically was just a 4-foot shot right over the top of his head. So Arkansas, I'm going to give them credit for sticking to it, not panicking, and just forcing the ball inside over and over again, and that's how they were able to escape.
Well, that's what good coaches do. They adjust, and he adjusted about as well as you could and took advantage of those mismatches. And
even then, it was everything they could. There was that one point when Arkansas went up 66-62. Oral Roberts called a timeout. I was concerned. There was about 4 minutes left. But then the guy for Oral Roberts banks in a bullshit shot right at the end of the shot clock that cut it to 2, and that set the stage. I think if that shot had not gone in, Arkansas might have pushed it out and possibly even covered the spread. But that shot seemed to set the tone for the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Right. It was 66-62, and if he doesn't hit that,
bullshit shot right at the end of the shot clock. Just some chunk at the hoop that banked in, just garbage. Count it, and you do count it and move down to the other end. But that shot set the tone. I thought that kept them in the game.
It was a good day.
Yeah. All right, we got it.
Yeah, I won all 4 games in the tournament yesterday, so I'm not going to be doing much complaining today. I was happy with the way it went. There
we go. So yesterday, our ticket, well, I don't know what the total was, but I know we had at least 2 winners in there. We wound up losing a little money yesterday.
Yeah, we could have had it. Oral Roberts. My Colorado State was going.
The Oral Roberts was the key. If we'd have won that, we'd actually probably profited some money.
Well, we got $740 back, and I believe we paid $12, so we lose $4.
Yeah, we'd have won about 50. I mean, Oral Roberts was plus 600, 7. I mean, it was big. If they had won, that would have, we'd have won $1,700 probably. It was that close. It was down to a buzzer shot we missed.
Well, we didn't have Oral Roberts, so.
Well, there you go. Well, that's not good.
No, but who did we lose? We lost the tight one with was it the Thunder?
Thunder.
Cavs.
And
lightning. My Colorado State was a blowout, bad way.
Yeah, I didn't have a shot. So it's all right. We'll find more today. Got a terrible schedule in the NBA and the NHL today. So I'm relying on you guys to bail me out. So
they're usually they scheduled this for the Elite Eight. You know, those other leagues scheduled this for what would normally be the final two teams making the Final Four today.
Right.
But unusual. The only thing I'm happy about with this schedule is that they actually scheduled the games for the evening. I was wondering if they're going to try to pull some more afternoon crap, but they were smart enough to. So tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, the games start at 7 Eastern, which is going to be 4:15 out here on the West Coast. So 2 more days of the tournament, and we'll see how the day goes. If we can get by the day in good shape, should line up for 4 great games Monday and Tuesday in the NCAA tournament. And I did hit the Clippers with the NBA best bet, so I won both best bets yesterday. So it was a good day.
I did too. I hit the Knicks.
Well, if you use the BC 200,
And I didn't know that for that out in the morning.
A little bit of money and use it today so you can take advantage of it. I'll be tailing Tony and Chumly here today because I just can't find too much of a vibe here. I got a little stuff in the NBA and NHL, nothing big. We'll talk about it in a minute. First game is Memphis and Mississippi State. Anybody got anything on that one at 9 o'clock?
That's some NIT game, right? Or something. Yeah, I don't have anything.
No, I didn't even look at that one. To be honest.
Anything real quick so we can touch on that, but it's the early game. Anybody? Nothing? Nothing there.
I'm not going to bet on the NIT game, probably with the Elite or, Sweet 16. I keep forgetting the Sweet 16 today. Yeah, with 4 Sweet 16 games, probably going to pass on the where are they at today? NIT semifinals?
I think it's final.
That's right. It is the third place game. It's the third place game. Who the hell plays the third place game?
The championship game is Mississippi State and Memphis.
And then they have they play in the third place game too. I think that's
at Colorado State. So
I'm old enough to remember when the NCAA tournament used to play the third place game, which has probably been a good 40 years since they've done that. So.
All right, Doug's on Memphis here early. So final and consolation. Doug's got a Memphis play out there. Doug's looking for my UFO video, guys. We're going to have to get to that in a little bit of a break. I got it. All right. All right, so that noon game is taken care of. Marcus, Preds are hot. So, and you got them in a little dog, and they're playing the Red Wings. They're the worst of the worst, just about. But actually, the Red Wings kind of picked it up a little bit and became a 500 club since their terrible start. So, but let's get back to college basketball today. What are we giving out for the show here today, guys? I'm going to open up my handy-dandy sports betting accounts. And let's make some wagers. What are we doing?
Go ahead. Tom.
Yeah, I'm not going to give out a whole lot. I got all the games are up at BettorCenter. We went 4-1 yesterday. The only one we lost one with Houston, but for the show, I'm going to give out the Zags first half. They've been coming out strong and they're really public heavy, but that's for good reason. But I trust them more the first half than the whole game. I don't know. I think they're going to come out and be up 10 plus again, but. Last game against Oklahoma was pretty much a wash second half. They hit their free throws for the cover. I was trying to avoid the back door. They're going to win the game. I like them the first half. And then I also I'll give out one other play. I really like UCLA plus 6.5. I think they're gonna stay with Bama the whole game. I look for that to be an entertaining game. They're playing great. Nobody thought they were going to get by Michigan State. They did. They've been playing. They're hot. I'm gonna ride them. I mean, Alabama's hot too, obviously, but I think 6.5 is too much. So I'll give you the Zags first half. Then I'm gonna back UCLA plus 6.5 for my show plays.
All right. So I'll click on UCLA plus 230 for a money line ticket. Tony, any other money line tickets out there?
Let's get right to the play. I'm going to give you guys a little detail. I'm going to give out Gonzaga, got it at minus 13. Creighton is same league as Villanova, and obviously Villanova's love ran out yesterday. They just could not make a shot, and kind of predictable the way that they flamed out yesterday. And I'm looking for something similar from Creighton today. Remember, They barely escaped Santa Barbara that first round. We were on Santa Barbara, or I was, and Creighton was able to escape with a 63-62 win. Creighton did come back and looked a lot better against Ohio, and I think that's why this spread is probably where it's at. I think this should be more toward the 17-18. I'm not a huge Gonzaga fan, but I am going to acknowledge I think this line is a little light, and I think that Creighton probably has met its match today. Look for something in the vicinity of 90-70, somewhere in there, maybe 90-71, 90-72. Look, I'm looking for Gonzaga to really get out and run the ball today. Creighton's going to try to slow it down. I think that's going to be Creighton's mistake here, is they're going to try to get out of their normal flow of game to try to obstruct what Gonzaga wants to do. I don't think it's going to work. So for me today, the play I want to give you guys out on the show is Gonzaga to advance to the Elite Eight. I think this is a cakewalk. You kind of looked at their bracket to begin with, and it didn't look like they would have a ton of obstruction to get to the Final Four. And I'm kind of still in that same gut feel. I'm not ready to hand the crown to Gonzaga by any means, but I do think the path to the Final Four for them was pretty generous. And I don't think today is going to be any different. So look for a big game from Gonzaga and look for them to cover this number. And that's going to be the free play for the show. Same as Chum, my best bet Bookie Buster is available. Little detailed write-up, maybe a few hundred words, nothing insane. And so you can get over there, use that coupon, take advantage of that, and go with Gonzaga for my play today.
All right, a little Gonzaga for Tony, a little Gonzaga first half for Chumly. Marcus on the Gonzaga train.
Money line.
So I shall jump on the train with you gentlemen. So I'll play myself a little Gonzaga as well. All right, so Chum, what about you? College baskets.
He did it. All right, have you done your
Well, you both agreed on it, but that was it.
No, I mean,
That's all you got.
Well, that's it for the college. That's all I got.
Everything else you're selling on the website. So I'm trying to get Cusimano a link here right now.
man, I'll give out one more for the hell of later game. I like Oregon straight up. Take them on the money line. I actually got the points, but I think Oregon is going to get the better of USC. And the reason I like this is Pac-12. Obviously, these two teams are familiar with each other. But I just like Dana Altman's tournament experience. He has had this team in this position more often. I think he's going to be able to make the in-game transitions more smoothly. And I think his team's probably a little more up for this situation. USC, I'm not going to say over their heads here, but maybe a bit over their skis. And I think that Oregon will get the best of their Pac-12 counterpart and advance to the Elite Eight. So Oregon is also – I'm going to give you Gonzaga and Oregon as two of the four games in the NCAA Sweet 16 today.
All right. Mark is coming at us with Florida State over. And would you take the first half spread or money line? I don't know how long ago that was, and I don't know which game you're talking about there. I wasn't on the screen. So I don't know if anybody first half or spread or the money line. I'm assuming.
Do this. You got more value than
Say it
the.
again, Chum?
He was talking about the Gonzaga game because Chum gave out Gonzaga first half. So I would say probably take the spread, man. The money line's probably going to be a -1,000 or something.
Yeah.
Or something ridiculous.
Yeah. So, all right. So that's that for college basketball for today, right, gentlemen? So we will proceed over to the NBA. We ready for some NBA action? My thoughts today, NBA. Suns, Hornets have a history of going over, but boy, they've been playing under lately. So I don't know where to go with that. Blazers, Raptors should be an over. And that's about all I can really feel in the NBA here today. So anybody else got any opinions?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give out mine. Like I said, one with the Clippers yesterday as the best bet for the season. NBA best bet plays are 52 and 34, which comes out to 60.47%. So we're able just to click over 60% with the win yesterday. That one is available as the Bookie Buster play. Check that out at the site. For the show today, I'm going to give you the Charlotte Hornets plus 6.5 at home against those Suns. Charlotte's actually playing better without the Ball brother since he's went down. They've done nothing but keep winning. And I think at home, Suns will give you a solid effort, but sometimes they'll get a little they're either kicking your ass in the fourth quarter because they were down double digits and needed to rally, or they kind of stutter and stall in the fourth quarter. And we'll just see. I think that's going to lead Charlotte to a favorable position to get the cover, perhaps even win. I wouldn't be shocked if the Hornets were able to sneak this in. It's just an early game on the NBA card. So take a look at that. I do like Charlotte plus that 6.5 against the Phoenix Suns.
You and Marcus, so I put him on our money line ticket. There's our second play on the money line ticket. Charlotte Hornets plus 210. Daniel comes in with Atlanta plus 4.5 against the Nuggets. And I would say I'm going to throw that one on the tick as well, plus $1.65. Chumly, how about you? Chumly frozen?
Yeah, we had a good
Or is it me?
show yesterday, and also my best with everyone. I love the Hornets today. I got them written down here on the top of the sheet for my one NBA play. So since on the Hornets, I really don't have it. It's a pretty schedule. That's about all I got. I have the Hornets today as well.
All right, the Hornets on the money line, Hawks on the money line, and no Magic, no Raptors. We'll pass on those. So we got 3 money line tickets. College basketball, Mississippi State plus $1.80 over.
You can't hear me.
Creighton plus 6. That's about it. Mississippi State and Oregon State in plus 300. But that's that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. All right. So, all right, let's move over to hockey. Hornets in Toronto never lose on Sunday. Is that a straight up or an ATS, Marcus? So, I guess Chumley got frozen.
Ever on a Sunday. I don't know why I always think of those tunes, man.
All right. So,
some show.
Sorry. I got cut out.
All right. So, NHL here today. You guys want to see the UFO video before or after the NHL?
Probably after, since it's probably not going to play smoothly. It's going to be some jagged, ragged performance. So might as well be after, or else it'll take too long and I'll get bored.
All right. All right. As far as NHL right now, I am going to. I really don't feel much love for anything here today in the NHL. As I look at this, I mean, whatchamacallit's in for the Rangers. Capitals kind of looked like a play, maybe toss them on a parlay. The Blue Jackets over the Red Wings, I don't know. They're just the Blues. The Ducks have done well. The Blues, there's really no favorites out there to tie in there today. And as far as a solid play, I'm not feeling much of anything. Shout out to Chumly. Guy picks winners all day, every day. Yeah, but he can't get on the fucking show here. What the fuck today?
Oh, it's kind of crazy.
He does. He's an awesome addition to the show. So don't sing, yeah.
Start practicing for my 6-minute mile. Did I say 6 or 6:30 on the mile? I said 6:30, right?
No, you said 6.
Oh,
I
said 6:30, right?
Look at you.
I said 6:30, right?
Yeah,
on the mile.
yeah. I'll tell you what, we'll meet in the middle. We'll go 6:15. How's that?
That helps. As you're counting off those last 200 yards, I'm sure that 15 seconds will seem very nice. I can promise you that. NHL, dude, I was going to give one.
Careful with the embellishments. See,
I tried, for the NBA, NHL yesterday, I tried the multiple leg parlay. It wasn't worth doing. I should have just stuck to my normal routine. I'm going to go with the early game. I like the Capitals, like the matchup, think it's a good spot. So I'm going to kind of lay the juice, small play to get the juices rolling. Basically, this game starts in about 35 minutes, so you can get you a little early morning NHL that leads you into the NCAA. Probably timing won't be too bad on that. Probably getting to the end of this Capitals-Rangers matchup about the time that the NCAA kicks off. And Tony, man on the street, was Mr. Cusimano. I had a little birdie whisper in my ear that Mr. Cusimano.
He's here. He's texting us. He don't know how to turn his phone on or something.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if he has some information from us out there amongst the peasants and those.
We're waiting for you, Cusimano. Where are you? What do you got today? So, but yes, St. Louis losing 3 in a row. And actually, I think, I just didn't see anything in that game. I didn't see anything you really want to pull a trigger here. You know, losing day, you want to be cautious, and you want to try to save your ass a little bit. So,
what I don't like, I tell you, what I don't like is a team that's kind of slumping, laying 2-1. You know, that's kind of insane to me. I would just avoid it. Yeah, you're right. St. Louis may be due, but at that price, can you really afford to see if they are?
There's really nothing solid to tie them up in. I mean, Boston, they got by Buffalo yesterday. I mean, they do own New Jersey, but they're just not, they're not playing strong enough for me to consider it our lock and parlay, So I'm not seeing it at all. So, but
I'll just stick with the Caps, man. I got the Caps in the hockey. I gave out Gonzaga and Oregon, and also gave out the Hornets in the NBA. So I got a little 4. That's going to be a 6-shooter with 2 bullets missing, but sometimes you can get it taken care of with just 4 shots.
I believe Doug had something about the goalie change on the Rangers. So
they're showing. That's kind of why I like the Capitals. I'm seeing they've confirmed a guy with no starts, so they're basically starting a green guy. And I'll be the first to admit I don't follow the NHL religiously to the point where I know all these personnel moves and changes and things, but I do know that I do like consistency in the NHL. When you get somebody doing well and playing well, is that Mr. Cusimano? Oh, I thought we had him there.
There's no picture. I don't know if he's here.
Tell him if Mr. Cusimano can hear me, Mr. Cusimano, if you hear my voice, look down on your phone and make sure you don't have the camera off, the little settings on the bottom. And if you're logged on, you should be able to film.
All right. So Marcus gave me a nice heads up so I could dump a little more into the bookmaker's pocket yesterday with that Dallas first period finally crashes. I crashed the party. So now he's on the over Dallas first period. Over in a 1-game run. 1-game run. All right. So it's 1-0, baby. There's the so, but you never know. That's once it's cracked, it's cracked. They get a new little vibe. The team feels that little vibe. Mr. Momentum comes down, and you got to watch that.
Yeah, sometimes when you jump on something, if you want to end the streak, like I'm not a Duke fan, I'm a Tar Heel. So if Duke would go on a prolonged winning streak and I got tired of watching Duke win, just bet on them one time, and that should slow them down. That used to work well for me.
Tony C, man on the street. You're on, Tony. I don't know what your problem is, but we can't fix this for you here today. I don't know who this guy is, but he's got the video. I didn't want to dog him and cutting it all. But
what are we looking at here?
All right, so this is what we're looking at here. This, and I'll play this again. So this is the model of the UFO I saw.
Oh my
God. So now if we look here, this is where he's showing you where the wormhole was. Okay. Another Google coordinates. You cannot take this out of Google. This is a official. This is not a fake video. And this is exactly the model that I saw in front of my house while I'm raking leaves and my father-in-law had a hedge trimmer going. What happened was I'm looking south, as my father-in-law was, and then all of a sudden I hear from the north, right behind me, a turbine, turbo, massive spinning sound. I look up and there it is, this guy right here, and he's spinning in a direction and he's opening this wormhole. Then, so I turn, I stop, I point to my father, I said, look what I see, and boom, we see the wormhole opens up completely in a perfect circle. Inside the wormhole, it's like waves flying in, flags waving, that kind of sound, an intense sound. It stops on a dime, and then it reverses direction, and it closes the wormhole, and it disappeared right in front of our eyes. It didn't go up, it didn't go down, it opened a wormhole, and then it went into the wormhole, and it disappeared, and it happened right in front of my house. And so every day, I got the camera right up there, looking for it to show up again. How's that story, Tony?
Interesting, I guess. I mean, are you sure you weren't? You sure you didn't have some psychedelics in your breakfast or whatever? No.
Let me explain something too. There's the Kusuma. We're in the middle of something. Hold on. So, no. You know what? I could have been high. Odds are I was.
Was it a really hot day? Was it in the summer? Let me be realistic with you for a second. Was it the summer?
Was it the summer? Yeah, it was probably in the summer.
So it was hot. I'm trying to think through this. So.
Yeah. So let's think about this, Tony. I'm sitting there. I'm looking south, and my father as well. And my father is a scientist. He's not going to believe anything unless you can feel it or see it.
Mute Cousin's mic so I can hear you.
What's that?
Who?
Oh,
testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? I don't know.
Yeah, you're like on air. Of course I can hear you.
He's off. I muted him. So,
okay. Now I can hear you.
All right. So at the end of the day, okay, I had the best possible witness I could possibly have. Obviously, I tripped down a rabbit hole, and now I have people thinking that I'm crazy. While you guys are so fucking crazy to think that we are alone. And you're so crazy to think that, the aliens don't visit us because we're crazy. Are you fucking kidding me? They got this technology that opens up a wormhole, takes you into another dimension, and they're worried about us being crazy? No, they're abusing us like a little alien ant farm.
Wonder how they located us is what I would want. How would they locate us on this planet, in this solar system, in our little spot in this galaxy, one of many, many billions of galaxies?
Okay, so do you need to see the video again? Do I need to go through the story again?
I'm just wondering how they would know we were here and had intelligence or what. Or maybe they just randomly showed up here, didn't realize. Perhaps they planted us here. Is that the theory, that they planted us here long ago and now we're coming back to check on us?
Nobody knows. So at the end of the day, perhaps they did. Okay, but at the end of the day, they're in absolute control of everything that we're doing because of technology, supersonic science. They can travel between dimensions. How did they get here? They got that machine, anti-gravitational machine. You know what else is anti-grav? You know what else they have that can do? Yes, Doug, I agree. We are an alien ant farm. So are you familiar with space folding? You can take the space that you're in and fold it in half. So if you're
right, I mean, right. Einstein's theory clearly states that enough energy, but the problem is, how do you harness that amount of energy required to open a wormhole? One, okay, and then secondly, the time distortion between anybody that would actually go through one of those, literally, according to Einstein, the closer that you get toward the speed of light, the time slows down. So essentially, if you are traveling at the speed of light, time stops for you, but goes for everybody else in relation. So anybody that would actually go at the speed of light would be so much older, they would not even recognize the Earth, and they would just be gone in there. It could be a few seconds for them, but it could be thousands of years here on Earth.
You don't have the body to handle such technology. Maybe you don't have the mind. You know what else Einstein said? If you use 10% of your mind, your body would explode.
Oh, Einstein said that?
That's how much energy you take. So maybe there's a little theory to that reptilian, thick-skinned, blue-blooded motherfucker. We
just don't clearly understand the physics. When you get into that scale, like the physics inside of a black hole, we don't know because we can't get there. No light can escape it.
No. We do know that.
We don't understand
what you can't take out of my eyes, and you can't take this fact out, is that space. Yes, space is bent. If you go to the quantum, I know nothing about quantum physics. I know how to play a game. $1.10. Okay. At the end of the day, after I saw this, everything that quantum physics says agrees with exactly what I saw, and what I saw is right there on Google coordinates, exactly what you can see. So there's no leap of faith needed. Okay, I didn't trip down a rabbit hole because I didn't see that. I didn't find that video because I didn't see that. Okay, at the end of the day, that is seen. That can't be taken out of my eyes, and it can't, and you have to have a leap of faith. And it's really not a leap of faith. It's just a leap of science, supersonic science.
It's not supersonic. It's light speed. Supersonic is the speed of sound, dude. That's like 600 miles an hour. You're talking about like hyper. You're talking about shit near the speed of light. That's like completely different.
Go look at the quantum physics. It's spinning.
I can't see that though. I can't. I probably would need something a little more than that, but I would need to understand how the actual physics of it work.
Cusimano, hey, Cusimano.
Yeah, let him talk, man.
Right. It's am I on? Are we on the air?
Yeah, go, man. Talk.
All right. Well, I am at the United Center here in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. As you can see, unfortunately, I'm on the back side of the United Center. There's an event going on the front side. They're having some coronavirus shots or whatever vaccinations going on. There's all kinds of traffic. That's it. Huh?
Go get the shot.
Well, I got the United Center right here. It's gated. As close as I can get to the United Center. I'm actually standing on the corner of Walcott and Adams, not Madison Street, but I'm at the Malcolm X Education Works corner here at the Malcolm X property. I'm, using the wall here to shield me of the wind here. I'm still getting some of the wind. You might see the Old Glory. They call it the Windy City for obvious reasons back there, as you can see it. So anyway, there's a car coming. There's to prove I'm here in Chicago. So anyway, I unfortunately, due to travel mix-ups, I wanted to be at Loyola University yesterday to cover the game. Of course, the Cinderella story is over for Sister Mary Holywater. They'll have to wait till next year. Where are we going to start at? I guess let's start with the Blackhawks at home tonight. They lose 3-1 yesterday to a division rival, Nashville, but I do like the Blackhawks in a bounce-back win at home. You'll probably have to lay to 115 or 120. And they kept it close. Nashville started out 2-0, then it was 2-1. I watched some of the game, and but I like the Blackhawks in a bounce-back win at home against Nashville, division rival. I'll take the home team. We've been doing good here, me and Eddie J with the NHL. And, as far as a few other games on the board, that Ranger game, you guys, I heard you talking about it. You got that rookie goalie today. I would have to lean to the over here as I look at my notes, if you don't mind me looking at my notes. But while I'm in Chicago, well, here let's do NHL real quick here. Rangers, Washington. It's a lot of chalk delay, but the kids got to start somewhere. It's a hostile environment on the road at Washington. I'd have to lay the chalk here. Maybe put Washington in a parlay with somebody else that's deep in the money, like the Bruins or something like that. That would be a nice 2-for-1 play in the NHL. And you're getting even money on the. You're getting even money on the Blackhawks pretty much at 115. You don't have to lay too much. That would be my premier place. I'll tell you, St. Louis, you were also stating they lost 3 in a row. I think tonight's the bounce-back night against Western Conference foe Anaheim. I would have to say St. Louis, again, there's some chalk there, though. But they have lost 4 in a row. Now, I don't know if you're familiar. I know, Tony, you were stating that you're not a diehard watch the NHL, but St. Louis lost one of its ambassadors to hockey. I don't know if you're aware of that or not. One of their original members of the 66, 67 St. Louis Blues passed away. And so maybe they were down from that emotion. I don't know. Maybe they'll bounce back with a win for them tonight. There's a lot of chalk delay in the NHL tonight. Nothing. Dallas, again, they lost 4-3 yesterday in overtime to Florida. They bounced back with a win at home. They're banged up team. And Ottawa, Montreal canceled. Does Columbus bounce back against Detroit? Detroit stole one. Does Columbus come back with a win? I'm going to stay away from that one, but might even do a 3-teamer. Washington, St. Louis, and Boston. It'd be a nice little payoff on a 3-teamer. You're laying chalk, but it'd probably pay like a plus 135. But for sure, the Blackhawks are a bounce-back win at home tonight. So that's our NHL. And what do you guys think?
I think you need to get somewhere with less wind blowing. You look like you're cold, man. Grab a blanket, a warm beverage.
While you guys were talking UFO, I came prepared. I stopped off and I got a hot green tea here. Let's talk. Hey, how about this? Since I'm at the United Center, I call it the Chicago Stadium. All the veterans do. Right here, now the Bulls made all those trades at the trade deadline. And I had San Antonio last night, and I killed them. San Antonio with an easy cakewalk home win. I wish I'd have communicated with you guys yesterday. So the Bulls make a lot of trades. They got annihilated on the road tonight as we cover all of Chicago. Loyola, of course, Chicago, the Ramblers lose. The Bulls lost yesterday on the road. They were down by as many as, I think, about 32 points. But again, those guys have never played together and haven't gelled yet, obviously. So that's a team, BettorCenter, everyone watching, that's a team to bet against on the road. The Bulls are not going to cover. These guys have to learn how to play together. They might cover on the road at home if they're getting points, but that's a team to watch now coming down the stretch here. I'd be betting against the Bulls to make some money when they're on the road. And so that's some NBA notes from Chicago. Now, there's 4 games on the board tonight. Tony, your neck of the woods there where you used to be Phoenix and Charlotte. I like the over in that one. You got Charlotte with probably some tired legs. They're not going to play much defense. They're coming in off the road. What do you think of that Phoenix and Charlotte over?
I played Charlotte. I took Charlotte and the points and played the Hornets in that one to get the cover against Phoenix.
Oh, that's right. But you're not a total guy. What do you think, Louie Bag of Diamonds? That over 221, 220? What do you think? I like the over in that Phoenix game.
Well,
Phoenix says
they get a little recent history of playing some unders right now. Each team individually.
But they're also
BettorCenter.
They're due. But Phoenix is due for. They're both due. Well, Charlotte's not due for over. Phoenix is. Portland and Toronto. Toronto's been playing some good ball. I don't know. Portland, they've won a few on the road. Boy, that's a tough one there too. I'd have to lean.
Who do you like? Give me your best bet in the NCAA tournament, Cusimano. Who do you like the best? One play. NCAA.
UCLA, and I would buy the hook for insurance +7.
All right, thanks. I'll be sure to do that.
What do you guys think? Wait a minute, we also have NIT today in Madison Square Garden. What about the Memphis Tigers -4? Do you like Mississippi State. I mean, that's like almost an inner city matchup when you really think about it. I mean, is it Oxford, Mississippi? Wait a minute, Mississippi State's is it in Oxford or Starksville?
That's Starksville. Mississippi, Ole Miss is Oxford. Mississippi State is Starksville.
All right, but you're talking about two teams that play, what are they, 2-hour car drive from each other? Of course, they're facing off in New York City. You know, I don't know, the line went to 5. I tell you, that's a tough one there. I'm going to have to stay away from that one. Neutral site. If I had the money line, I'd go with the Tigers, Memphis Tigers on a money line. I don't know about in fact, there you go, Louie, bag of diamonds. There's a 14 parlay, the Memphis Tigers and those 3 hockey teams, all minus 180 and 200. That'll be a nice little payoff there for a 4-teamer.
I'll say it's a long way. That's a good drive from Starksville to all the way to Memphis. Memphis is a long way from anything in a car just because of where it's at. It's kind of out in the middle of nothing. It's right when you cross the Mississippi there. It's kind of, you head into Arkansas one direction, right? Down south. There's just nothing there.
You're looking for who? Oh, Dunkin' Donuts is you gotta go back. You go back that way. Hop a Huey. Oh no, it's a one-way street, bro. Don't make a Huey. It's a one-way street. Don't do a U-turn. Dunkin' Donuts is back that way, up 2 blocks.
Oh my God, I gotta go, man.
Put his ass on. I think it's time to go.
That's it. I'm done, man. As Cusimano gives directions to the local driver.
Only in America.
If anybody needs the directions to Dunkin' Donuts next to the area, Cusimano will be here for you.
All right, so back to business. BettorCenter, boy, it's been a while. Now, where'd Tony go? He disappeared.
What happened?
All right, we lost Tony Gulledge, but I'll tell you who else is due for a cover, Louie Bag of Diamonds, the Lakers at home. I mean, they're way overdue for a cover here.
Just shows you they don't work unless boss comes in.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go with the Lakers tonight. If I had to have an NBA play of the day, I'd have to take one would be over Charlotte, an NBA double play would be over Charlotte and Lakers lay the chalk. I think the Lakers get us to the promised land, and I'd get us to the money on that one. NHL, we covered the NHL. And NCAA basketball real quick here. Let me just get to a couple of other notes here. I guess, I don't know, we got to wrap things up. Where's Mr. Chumly, the eye candy of the show?
I got to go. I got to get to the office.
Oh, we got it. What happened to the eye candy of the show, Mr. Chumly?
You blew the hell out of them. I don't know anybody's still around here. Tell people we're going to Dunkin' Donuts. All right, listen. I got to go.
Michigan, take the Wolverine State, Michigan. Creighton with the points and closing off UCLA with the points. Michigan money line. Take Creighton with the 13, and we'll see you guys. Who knows where I'll be? Maybe I can get over to Indiana for some games tomorrow. That's where the NCAA tournament is. All right, signing off, BettorCenter. See you on the road somewhere.
All right.
If we're done, are we done?
I'll put a link to that video. I got to where you can find it.
I guess we're done. Where'd Gulledge go? Tony Gulledge.
All
right. I'm going. You're going. All right, everybody. Signing off. Have a good one.
But if you Google UFO over Cape Town, but if you want to send me an email, I'll send you a link to it. Yeah, you send me on Facebook or not, but I'll also put the YouTube link. I'll put it down there on the YouTube link. Send that. All right, guys, good luck for those still around.